Are you at home in your relationship or are you just visiting? It's a great $1 million question to ask yourself. Your relationship should feel like home. Heck, it is home for a lot of us, right? Most people, at some point, you get into a committed relationship with your partner or moved in together. So it literally is your home. And so it should feel that way. If nothing else in this world, the one place that should feel like home to you is the place where you actually rest your head, right? And the one person it should feel like home with is the person you rest your head next to every night. And what that means is, out of our 6 core human needs, one of the big ones, certainty, should be present for you at home in your relationship. Meaning you should feel safe, secure, grounded, reassured in your relationship. It shouldn't feel like you're in a place that you're not welcome, or a place that is not safe, a place that's not comfortable to be, a place that feels like you're overstaying your welcome, right? It should never feel like that. And this is so crucial because, remember, there are 3 tiers of well-being that we have standards and boundaries to preserve, which is your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. And your environment that you live in, right, your ecosystem, is a huge component of that. It is one of the hardest things to stay in a space of healthy well-being, right? If you're in a environmental setup that is constantly destructive and deteriorative to your mental and emotional well-being, or even physical for that matter. I mean, think about it. When you go out into the world every day to work or go do things, there's enough challenges we face and people and things you have to deal with and navigate that you have to protect yourself against or be cautious of, or, just making sure you can get through and survive, right? When you come home, that's a place to rest your hat. Keyword rest, which means you should have peace, solace there. If you don't have that in your own home, you feel uncomfortable in a space where you're supposed to be able to reboot your batteries, something is wrong. It is time to start calling out and identifying what is causing you to feel like you are a guest in your own home, right? From your relationship, and start to work on it. You have to attack those problems head on with your partner, because they are still your partner, right? You're in this together. It's not about seeing them as this enemy now that's made you feel like you're, a guest, right? Versus feeling like you're at home in your own home. It's more about identifying those sensations, the feelings that are saying to you that you don't feel like you're at home in your own space with them, or you feel like you're here in this unwanted place, and then figuring out what needs to happen to address those with your partner so you can get back to where you want to be and how you want to feel, and not where you've gotten to as a result of the issues or underlying problems that haven't been addressed. And the first step to that always is taking accountability first. What are you accountable for in the circumstance? Did you do things? Are you contributing to why your partner, maybe acts the way they act towards you, right? That you can own. They have to own their part. But is there anything that you can own that is contributing to the results you're getting from them? Or is there anything you can own on what you're not doing? Maybe boundaries you didn't set, maybe not speaking up for yourself, that's allowing them to operate in this way. Now, that's not blame on you for their choice to be the way they're being. But at the end of the day, the only person that's full responsibility is to protect you is you, because sometimes we have partners or people in our lives that are not coming from the healthiest space on their end. Sometimes they're in the part of their journey where they're not able to offer what they don't have, what they're not giving themselves. Sometimes people are not offering themselves the very same love that they need to be able to dip into, to pour it into you and not be negative to you. So if you sit around all the time waiting for them to grow and get there, then you'll be a victim forever. Don't ever be that. So can you take accountability for maybe something that you're allowing that you should not, right? Somewhere in the equation, you have a role that you're playing. So after you take accountability for your role in the equation, next comes what to do about it. Do you need to start speaking up? Do you need to start, putting your foot down on your actual boundaries and communicating those in healthy ways? Do you need to come and make amends and maybe apologize or own up to something that you've done that has impacted your partner and the experience you're getting, right? What is the recourse of your part of the equation you need to contribute to the situation to hopefully inspire or communicate what you need from your partner to get adjustments out of them as well? Next, after you've done that, then it comes the plan. What is the tangible plan you and your partner are going to agree to start to get things back to it feeling like home again, and not like you guys are here visiting somewhere together, or, they're a stranger, right? What's the tangible plan that we're going to act out? And next step after that is consistency. Stick to the plan long enough so it can take. See, sometimes people want immediate results tomorrow. Let's talk about what the issue is. Here's what the problem is. Here's the solution. And boom, we're going to just flip this switch and everything's going to just change. It's not how it works. You got here through momentum. It's going to take momentum to go the other direction. You have to slow down the momentum you're coming from right now and then start going the other direction so you can build up speed of the new life that you guys want to live, or at least getting back to even the old life, if you want to say that was great back in better times. But even with that, in reality, you're not going backwards. You never can. And whatever was happening in the past just didn't reveal a lot of underlying issues that were waiting to rear their heads anyways. You don't want to go backwards, but I get it. You remember better times that felt better, right? So if you want to create that, you got to start the habitual system of creating a momentum so it can be that eventually. That takes patience and it takes diligence, right? Discipline, because you guys are still going to have missteps. If maybe you're the person that wasn't speaking up, you're going to have moments where it still does feel uncomfortable to say something. And maybe you don't a few times, but it's about more times that you do and get the rep in versus the times you don't. Or, hey, maybe you're going to make a misstep and say something that you shouldn't. Okay, it's okay as long as you can follow up and take ownership and keep moving forward, and your partner does the same thing, right? Give it time to build to where it needs to be. And if you're doing that consistently, doing your part, and over time, you feel you're making some of the adjustments, but your partner is just not meeting and matching you there, then you have a decision to make. Am I going to continue on this ride, right? Continue feeling like I'm in a foreign land in my own home? Or are you going to decide to choose you if your partner's not willing to choose themselves, being a better version of themselves and the relationship the way you try to? Are you going to move on to make space for someone that will with you? That's never the call we want to make, but it's the call we need to make after we've gotten enough confirmation from doing the right thing on our end consistently without our partner trying to match us over an extended period of time. And that timeline is unique to everybody, every individual, right? But your thing you ask yourself is, did I dot my I's and cross my T's? Have I done it for bare minimum 2 months, right? Of doing the healthy thing, the right patterns, the right type of, steps, right? The things we agreed to. Did I stay true to the plan? And if I did, how are you feeling about your value now at this point if they're still not? Do you feel like you can look at yourself in the mirror and say you still feel good about you, still holding on if this person is still doing things that's disrespectful to the relationship, or not honoring what you guys deserve to have together, or not being a reflection of love or the self-love you hold for yourself? Once you get to that point and you decide that it bothers you enough, that's when you know it's time to call it quits, if you get there. But see, a lot of people don't even stick to the plan in the first place and follow it with enough discipline to even give themselves that sense of validation and confirmation that they've done their part enough to feel comfortable walking away, right? So start with the plan first and staying true to the plan before you can get to that last resort. But at the end of the day, the main point is no one deserves to ever feel like a foreigner in their own home. No one deserves to feel unpleasant or uncomfortable in the one place they're supposed to feel most comfortable. So you don't deserve that either. So don't let it be that. Do what's necessary to have the comfort and the peace that you deserve to have in your home. Anything else must go. If you need help building yourself or learning the tools and the skills to actually have that for you in your home or elsewhere, if you can't have it with the partner you're with, either email or DM me coaching and we will get to work as long as you're ready to put the work in. Let's get it.